He will when he's out there. The throwing plan's a little different. We're never going to have him go 3 days in a row. And so, like, today he threw just with his schedule from the weekend and everything. So today he threw, so tomorrow he won't practice. So the other guys will do the same thing as OTAs. They'll both go with the ones. And then Brock will have practices 2 and 3 to go. Then he'll take the next one off. So keep going that way.
Oh, hold on.
Dr. Meister, everybody.
Dr. Meister.
Now remember, we're speaking in timelines. These are guidelines, but there's markers along the way. He's continued to hit his markers to the point where Dr. Meister, Dr. McAdams, they felt comfortable. Our guys felt comfortable. A lot of that's a testament to Brock and his work ethic, some good genes, and I think it's all good news.
Wow. Yeah. Remember, you were like, oh, Brock's not going to be ready.
I was scared. Right. Had this been Leroy Butler.
That's an L. And you know what else
What's
is
the L?
And when Nick Bosa signs a multi-year contract in 3 days, you're going to be wondering why you were worried.
I just hate that you think my black ass would come in here.
Oh, hey, I don't know. I'm out on that. No, sorry, my man. No. I'm sorry.
I don't know. I'm getting ready for the golf tournament. I'm stressing. Listen, this is what scares me about you.
Yeah.
Let's just say Brock was delayed.
He wasn't.
You think I would have came in here, or the people think I would have came in here with a cake to say I was right?
He wasn't.
I don't approach sports like that.
You would have.
That's that Skip Bayless stuff.
Oh, no, not at all. Not at all.
Steiny.
Oh, no.
I was just telling you I was worried. This dude has already won, Brock Purdy. He's already ahead of the game.
This is less about the L's you take, though you do. It's more about my concern about your health. Your
talk to me
health.
after. No, dude, all I'm worried about is the tournament. I'm dragging.
6 months ago, when Brock Purdy got hurt, you started saying you were worried.
Oh, no
you
doubt.
were worried. And what did I say? Worry is an investment on a down payment you'll never make.
You did say it.
So that worry you had,
it's gone.
It's not gone.
Why?
No, it's gone. It's gone somewhere that will take its toll later in life. That stuff builds up. That anxiety, the angst, the tension, the sweat,
You're
the
not
worry.
a doctor.
No, I am.
No,
I'm not. But
that's why we exercise, Steiny.
No, but
offset that.
But you can't get that worry back. You wasted so much time.
I never looked at it like that. Nah, but that's why I go to the gym.
Your stomach was in knots, and that's. If there's a doctor out there, an MD,
Dr. Pangia,
can you? Tell me the truth.
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Hair is not hair on 100.
There is an absolute correlation between worry and stress
and death
and living a healthy life.
Yeah. Well, my hair ain't coming out. That's the great sign.
Well,
people, it's Steiny. Stress.
But the waves are evening out a little bit.
I cut it low.
I'm just saying.
No. I don't know what you're saying, bud.
I care about you, and I worry about how you worry so much.
But I do got to tell you, and I'm not jealous, I don't like when you point out your years.
I know you don't, and that's why.
The whole concept is genius, but you're wrong because you're putting too much stuff under the win column. This is not a win.
I'm on like a 9-game win streak.
And I hate that the guys just giving me business on YouTube. Guru, you said I'm not. He said Brock was in a good place.
Yeah, as a backup.
That's what
he meant.
Trey's in a good place.
Or maybe
we're going to see Trey in preseason. I believe
where he belongs.
Well, I said you're too far off the mark with that one.
If you're a Trey Lance fan,
you got to be down right now.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, will you give me this? 2 days ago with the Kyle Sound and the Steve Young on Mayoko's podcast, didn't that make you think, man, maybe Brock will be on the PUP list?
Because he's not a doctor.
Nah. And he said as much. But I'm not sad, bro. I'm not only haters are mad when their predictions don't go right. We're not in the prediction business.
You're sad. You've been here before. You are something else. Just I worry about your worrying. I swear to God, I do. You're eating yourself up inside sometimes.
But it's under the category of sports.
I know, but
it's not kids.
But that's
my
your
kids
life.
aren't going to jail.
But sports is your
I know
life.
people that have kids in jail, getting in trouble, spouses cheating on them. That's that real stress that you talk of. This
707.
is sports.
Trey is out of here, Goo. Had all the first team reps last year. Purdy had third string reps last year, came in and kicked butt.
I'm not.
Dude, you have Trey fever.
No, I don't. I told you
not
it didn't
anymore.
look good. Let me give you some numbers because the Jordan Poole exercise you gave JD Steiny, I'm going to take this paper home with me. That was incredible. I ain't reciting those numbers. But can I interest you in 1,374 yards? That was Brock Purdy's regular season numbers last year.
So good.
13 touchdowns to 4 interceptions.
Wow.
The kid played his ass off.
Yes, he did.
And he could be the PSA of – and I heard Charles Oakley say this to some basketball kids. I get in that later. It ain't where you're drafted. It's what you do with the opportunity. And we are watching a dude, Brock Purdy, that may be the next great 49er quarterback. That's out there. Got him to the NFC. Jimmy did that, and I know he's not around. But I'm just telling you, I do not hate it. Number 13.
Take.
But
that could result in a future L.
Some could say that's a front runner take in my world, Steiny. The fact that he had success, Brock did, on this great team with a great offensive play calling coach and play designer that they already had. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're stating obvious.
No. If you say Brock Purdy could be the next great 49er quarterback, that means he'll be behind Young.
Yeah,
that's high. Yeah, it's warm, like medium high.
Yeah.
Medium high. Tia is in Texas.
Hey.
Hey, Tia.
Yes, hi. How y'all doing?
Oh, dynamite.
I was just calling because I did hear the press conference and Kyle saying that Brock Purdy is the number one guy. If they don't like Trey Lance, I don't understand why they just won't trade him. Regardless of whatever they get for him, just get him off the team if you really don't believe in him. Because I think that's our biggest issue. I think most of the fans are. If you don't like Trey Lance and you're so big on Purdy and you're so big on Sam Darnold, move Trey so you don't have this conversation anymore. But to continue to have him on the team and to say, well, Brock is our guy, but we also like Sam Darnold, but we also like Allen. That's where the confusion and the uproar happens because there is like a limbo. We haven't seen Trey play enough to say whether he's going to be good or bad. So, in my opinion, I think they just need to either just move off of him, whatever they give you, take it.
Tia, let me ask you this.
With it and move on.
You make great points, but Tia, we have, and I'm rooting for Trey, we have kind of seen him. It wasn't the best, but what market do you think is out there to where teams covet Trey Lance and what he brings to the table? Because I'm starting to think, I don't know if there are a lot of teams out there.
Well, I don't think it has to. If they don't believe in him, if Kyle and Lynch don't believe in him, and they believe, like, some of the reports out there that he's a bust or whatever the rumors are, it doesn't matter what you get for him because you don't believe in him. You're saying that you don't believe in him. So if you don't believe in him, why would you worry about getting a 3rd round pick or a 4th round pick or a 5th round pick? If he's not good to you in your eyes, let him go. Because let the other team, let him make opportunity to play somewhere else instead of sitting over here and having more years where he don't play because you just want to say what if.
Yeah, one reason they wouldn't is because of pride, and they did this with Jimmy Garoppolo. They quote, and I'm sorry, this is the way I believe it absolutely is. They quote unquote were looking for a deal for Jimmy Garoppolo, but they couldn't find him. Oh. Why couldn't they find a deal for Garoppolo? Because they were asking too much. They were asking too much for Jimmy Garoppolo. And I guarantee you they're doing the same thing with Trey Lance. And everyone's like, well, wait a minute. Why would we give up that? We don't even know if this guy can play. And clearly you don't. Like, why would any team give up a thing for Trey Lance when the 49ers have shown no inclination in terms of liking him or wanting him to be the starting quarterback?
That's a good point. And
you think the league thinks John Lynch and Shanahan really like Trey Lance? Please.
Well,
that's Barnum and Bailey. There's a sucker born every minute.
Well, let me just give you this then, because I know where you're going, but we can revisit it. He did leave training camp last year, Steiny, and he was the starter.
Well, you also have to look at the circumstances why.
They really thought, and it's like when you get something new, an appliance or a new television, and you think the television does newer things, a smart TV as opposed to an old TV. That's what they thought. That's why they said night to Jimmy. But then we had conversations on this same show, 10 to 2, saying maybe they were asking so much so he would be a boomerang and come back, which he did.
Why would
he
they
was
want him
available.
back?
Bam.
So all the tea leaves are.
Yeah.
I mean, there is. What are we in? This is year 3 for Trey Lance. And now, as of today, it's official. He is not going to be the starting quarterback. Yeah. He's not the starting quarterback now, and he won't be the starting quarterback week 1. That's what we learned today. And so...
Oh, I got you, Steiny.
Come on, people. Come on,
Today
people.
was not, I'm going to give you one. Today is not a good day for...
You know what? I haven't done this with you. Let's put the rat on the table.
Brought to you by Atco Pest Control. Oh, man, we haven't. Go ahead.
Forget Matt Steinmetz. Forget Guru.
Wow.
Look, the rat on the table is John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan. Don't like Trey Lance as a quarterback. That's the rat on the table. There's no self-respecting general manager in the NFL who would think, you know what, I think they really like him. They don't. Everything they've done has shown that, like, to me, you say he earned it last year. To me, I look at it as they tried to shoehorn him into the starting job.
Okay. Hey, and I forgot to ask, Steiny.
Look,
Atco Pest Control.
It is what it is.
Go to AtcoPestControl.com for all your pest control needs. But go ahead. For whatever reason, Kyle did what he did last year. They didn't make Lance get hurt, even though I didn't like the play calls. And that was a killer, man. And we'll see if he can defy the odds. But right now, Brock Purdy took this team on a magical run, something we haven't seen, Steiny.
Since Jimmy Garoppolo?
Well, those 5 games he came in at the end, they were meaningless.
No,
Brock Purdy got through in the fire, Steiny.
Yeah, Garoppolo took him further, though, than
Brock
Purdy.
But he had a whole offseason to prepare and know that it's his gig. Brock Purdy was third string and got thrown in there and ran with it.
He did great. There's nobody can say Brock Purdy did anything less than great.
Not at all.